Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. And, guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Anderson Varejao?
And he really is a tough guy to go up against because he throws his weight around so often and with reckless abandon. I mean, it can really wear you down physically.
The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And, Clark, that's really deflating for a team to cough up the ball and have it turn into points immediately on the other end.
You know, Greg, it feels like giving up two baskets, the one you didn't get and then the one you allow the opponent to get. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Kicks it to LeBron. Off target from three-point range. 0-0. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
And he beats.
And after just one quarter,
the NBA season.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway.
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Cleveland, Thompson and Varejao at the 4 and 5. Kyrie Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert, and it's LeBron in at the 3 spot.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker. Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
Outside Irving. Fade away. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. A dominating first half. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Now LeBron. Love with the screen for LeBron. Passes it to Shumpert. Offensive rebound. Here's Varejao. Hits another look. Misses the layup.
It's been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots. A tough start.
And for Cleveland, the 2 stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Iman Shumpert is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Varejao in at the 5, patrolling the paint.
Oh, man. That should be illegal, Kevin. That should be absolutely illegal.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by?
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it, in part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
And for Cleveland, the 2 stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Kyrie Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert, and it's Varejao in at the 5. Outside Shumpert. Fires for 3. The shot, no good. 0-0. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. He's got 6.
And I'd say that's it, guys. They're not coming back in this.
Nope, no chance. Not gonna.
And as we conclude the third.
Friday.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. 0-0. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
And for Cleveland, James Jones is out there with Jefferson. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's Mo Williams. And it's Mozgov, and it's the pivot manning the middle. And it's Dellavedova missing.
How about him there, just bodying him up to make him alter the trajectory on that shot?
Definitely some very sound defense played on that trip.
This game's finally gotten away from him.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really...
Oh! Did you see that? Whoa, man, oh, man.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let the...
Oh, yeah! And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
0-0. And so the home crowd treated to a win. And the outcome of this... And the Bulls go through their pregame routine. Coming to you live on 2K Sports, it's time for NBA action. A quick check now at the starting five for both teams. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Pau Gasol?
And I also really like his skill as a low-post passer, guys. He sees the whole court and doesn't hesitate to pass up his own shot if he can get the ball to a teammate for a better look.
Poked away. Rose dishes to Noah. Just 5 to shoot. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And it's Butler missing. Last outing for Chicago, they won that game against the Magic in Orlando.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team, regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time.
Oh, yeah! And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Here's Rose. No good trying to beat the buzzer. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard.
Coming up next Thursday, November 19th.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
How good has the ball movement been here? Just absolutely terrific.
Boy, that kind of timely passing, Greg, really fun to watch.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Here's Butler. Stolen. 0-0.
Oh, up high, down hard. A monster throwdown. Wow, boom. And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
And I love that the instant that steal was made, they were out in the open floor.
Ball pressure leading to the run out. Man, it doesn't get much nicer than that. That is sweet, sweet stuff.
Here's Rose. Oh, he put it down!
It'll count.
What a shot!
I think that one was good.
And that concludes the first half. The away team, they lead by 13. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Chicago with the ball. It's a 13-point game. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the backcourt. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. 0-0. The long-distance 3 is buried. He has 5.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Rose kicks to Dunleavy. Back to Rose.
Noah.
Can't connect from short range.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And as we end the third quarter,
Coming up next Thursday.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. 0-0. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Now here's Brooks. He's guarded closely. Heinrich kicks to Brooks. Pass to Portis. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level. Guys, it's over. I think we can say that now with certainty.
I'm with you. I mean, we'd like to officially welcome everybody to garbage time.
Brooks for 3. Missed. The visiting club takes the win on the road. Hello and happy Thanksgiving. We've got a holiday treat for you here inside the arena. The visiting Charlotte Bobcats will square off against the home team. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. A factor in every game, Kemba Walker will be on display.
And I also want to point out how good he is at positioning himself defensively near the bucket. He knows how to draw a charge.
Now here's Lamb. Outside, Walker. Rob. The finish.
Oh, up high,
Down hard.
a monster throwdown. Wow, boom.
The spinorama, kind of like he was in the washing machine. Do you know what kind of athlete you have to be to pull off that 360?
Remarkable, truly remarkable.
Let's call it the agitator.
I tell you what, Spinorama, I like the nickname. You may have started something there. And guys, got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Now here's Hansbrough. Just 5 to shoot. To halt the run. Shot is no good. And we reach the end of the first quarter. The home team. Thanks for joining us in this Thanksgiving presentation of the NBA. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
On the court for Charlotte, Kemba Walker is out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Tyler Hansbrough. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Jefferson in at the center position. Here's Charlotte now. 9-point game. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
Fast break, here we go. 0-0. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
They get a hand on it, and here's the fast break. 2 on the clock, and it's good on the way in. He's got 6.
And when you've got that much of a size advantage on your defender, that's how you take advantage of it.
And so that break. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. All by himself. And, oh, mercy!
Come on, are you kidding me? The reverse windmill? Man, you got to have some serious nerves going to that finish.
He just couldn't help himself. Clark had the space, has the hops, why not?
And I tell you what, nobody said there were going to be rules against having a little bit of fun out on the floor. I love it.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that right.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
Almost. How about the glide in and then also to reverse it?
3 on the clock. Here's Lamb. Off target from 3-point range.
Get on my man.
0-0. Wide open shot is on the money.
0.
He's got 10.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or the defense. I mean, it's all been good.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blow. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter.
0.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Williams has a screen for Lynn. Poked away. 6 to shoot. Kaminsky, the pass to Lynn. And they're pushing it up. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
And that one is stuffed right through.
And I'd say that's it, guys. They're not coming back in this one.
Nope, no chance. Not gonna happen. That chance has long since passed of them getting back into this one. Forget about it.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. This game may not. Now the starting group for the visitors. And for the Celtics, they've got David Lee. Avery Bradley is out there with Isaiah Thomas. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Zeller in at the 5.
It will be a return.
Down low, 0-0, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And he is also a very savvy on-the-ball defender. He'll turn a crossover into a turnover if you try it against him.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right,
Yeah,
Kevin?
that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
Now here's Bradley. Knocked loose. And they're on the break for the finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And so it's Boston with it. 6-point game. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from 3.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. I mean, when you shoot like that from outside, it really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
Kick it out, kick it out.
Feeds it to Crowder. Makes the lead pass. 0-0. Drilled it right as the clock hit all zeros. Wow. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. The away team up 11. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback.
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for him, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Boston, Jared Sullinger is out there with David Lee. Then it's Isaiah Thomas. Then there's Avery Bradley. And it's Crowder in at the 3.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Bradley kicks to Crowder. There's the 3.
Get that board.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Hey, here we go.
Goes up, hammers it home to polish off the break.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg,
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The away team, they lead by 8. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Here's Thomas. And here's the fast break. 0-0. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Outside Bradley.
Grab the ball.
Off with the layup.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
And folks, those are hops that you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
Really a heads-up play on both ends there, the steal and the quick push on the break.
Rapid-fire basketball at its best. Boom, 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 bang.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. The visitors with the ball. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Evan Turner is out there with Smart. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Perry Jones. And it's Jerebko in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Boston 5. They set the pick. And it's Turner off the drive. And blocked. Double zero. And that's off the glass and in.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Olynyk the pass to Turner. Clock at 6. Smart. The three-pointer no good.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Shot's good.
Well, guys, they came in.
Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And guys, taking a look at Thabo Sefolosha, what will we see from him?
And you know, at the end of the day, Steve, you just have to respect his overall defensive acumen. I mean, it's not just one thing he does well at that end. He knows how to guard from A to Z.
Good.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
The Atlanta Hawks come into this one following a loss to Orlando.
The offense just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches where points just became very difficult to come by.
And ironically, their play wasn't that bad. It was just their shot making that went AWOL.
They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Double zero. And that one's good. He's got 5. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes. And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Hey, balance it out!
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. The home team and welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Teague and Korver in the backcourt. Paul Millsap out there with Sefolosha. And it's Splitter in at center. Knocked away. And they're on the break. Double zero. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
Sefolosha dishes to Korver. Korver missing again. Shoots. Drained for 2 points. 7 points in the game. Teague for 3. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. A dominating first half of basketball. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Outside Millsap. And for Atlanta, Millsap. Oh! Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't
come
remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw
I tell
one.
you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
T kicks to Cephalosha. Tipped away.
Give me that.
And here's the break. 0-0. Horford with the block. Left side, Corver. One-on-one fast break. 0-0. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And the home team has possession. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter.
Back door! Back door!
And they're pushing it up. 0-0. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Gotten all three of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. And Mack kicks to Holiday. Pass to Mack. Back to Holiday. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Didn't think that was going to go in.
0.
Here's Atlanta.
Well, the comeback hopes are out the window now. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, it's a done deal. It's wrap time for this group.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
Here's Mack. Shot to stop the run. And so they get the victory here at home. And the outcome of this one was never. Welcome, everyone. This is All-Star Action, folks. Oh, wow, it slipped away.
Not that time.